Story time of the friend that absolutely hated me. There's this trend going around of the story times of like, oh, I had this friend that hated me and this is my contribution to that trend. I feel like we've all had a friend that just literally hated us and we kept them around for what reason? Like, I don't know. But anyway, I was much younger at that time. I was like 20 and this friend, I met her and we started hanging out. I honestly didn't have a lot of friends back then, so I feel like that's the reason why I kind of wanted to make it work. And anyway, at first she was so sweet, like we vibed, we got along great, and like we had a great friendship at first. So I was like, okay, I feel like we vibe, we're good friends. But then things started to take a turn. Like this is the thing with abusive or toxic, I'm not gonna say she was abusive, but like with toxic relationships, which can include friends obviously, is that they're not toxic at first. You're not stupid enough to like be friends with a person that's gonna treat you like crap the first week, right? Like it creeps up slowly and slowly. This friend did so many things to me. I could do a million story times, but like there's so many. I had a boyfriend and I introduced her to his best friend, and then they started dating, and it was the most toxic relationship ever. I was like, this was the biggest mistake. That's why I don't mess around. I don't play matchmaker anymore, because it never ends well. And then I felt so guilty because they did stay together for a long time, and it was so toxic. And she would check his phone all the time. She literally, like, had the Find My iPhone for his phone. Like, she would check where he was. It was so toxic, and she would tell me that he would, like, when I would fight with my ex, they would talk. They would say bad things about me and stuff like that. Like, you didn't need to tell me that. Like, she would, like, literally instigate, which I never found out. She never showed me, like, if it was true. One time, she would always criticize me. Like, if I wore something, she'd be like, that makes you look fat. Or, like, straight up say stuff like that, which, like, I get. I love an honest friend. We love a friend that tells us the truth. But, like, Bessie, like, the way she would say things, and I was like, I feel comfortable. I'm happy. Like, what is the need to make me feel bad? Dude, one time when I was leaving the Philippines, anyway, this was in the Philippines. I was leaving the Philippines and I had a going away party and I invited her, even though I wasn't really friends with her anymore because of this reason, because I realized how toxic she was. I invited her to my going away party. She was like bad vibes the whole night. She tried to order like the most expensive bottles, which I was paying for everything. Obviously, it was my going away party, and like she tried to it was just like very inconsiderate. And then she literally, like, we were dancing and then she was like, you smell like a grandma. And I was like, what? Like, what is that comment? It's so unnecessary. She said that my perfume smelled like a grandma. And I was like, I love this perfume. I get compliments on it. I'm happy. And it's Louis Vuitton. I don't smell like a grandma. Like, it was so unnecessary. She would do things like this all the time. And she would ask me to pay for stuff all the time and never pay me back. But she would ask me to pay her back if she spent $1.